Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Pioneer Arena. Thank you for joining us online. Wish you could be here in person, but we're appreciative nonetheless. We've got a good one today for you folks. We've got your 1-6 Coker Cobras and your 6-3 Tusculum Pioneers. Today is blackout themed at Tusculum College campus. We've got a football game tonight as well. Looks like we'll have number 3, Kristen Bragg, serving for Coker. And we'll get this game off going right now. Good serve to Schluger. Set by Murphy, hit by Lewis. Goes off the arms of Bragg. Gonna be a point for the Pioneers. And serving number 7, Cassie Bourne. A junior from Horseshoe, North Carolina. Nice hard float serve there for Bourne. Middle set, blocked by Kaylee Weiss. Assisted block by Mariah Lewis. And the Pioneers will earn that point with a lift on the side of the Coker court. An ace there for Bourne as the ball rolls over the net, lands right in front of the Coker defense. And they'll watch it hit the ground right in front of them. Middle set, tip, Mazur lays out, pass up to Murphy. Set to Weiss, down the line. Line judge calls that inbounds. That'll be another point for Tusculum. The score is now 4-0. Cassie Bourne now serving for the 4th time. Passed up. Outside set to number 10. Blocked by the Pioneers, but couldn't put it back over the net. And the Cobras will get their first point of the night. The score is now 1-4. Number 8, Madison Bingle serves. Right side set to Weiss, off the block and out of bounds. Be a point for the Pioneers. Great job by Weiss there to see the block and know to wipe off. Sometimes you see there's no chance of hitting through the net. You got to go off the block and hope the ball goes out of bounds to get that point. Mazur with the set to Bourne in the back row. Welch puts the ball back over with the block. Outside set, tipped, pass up by Schluger. Murphy set to Weiss, tipped again. The back row attack. Face pass by Mazur. Little shot Schluger. Whistle on the play. It'll be a point for the Pioneers. Ruled as a back illegal attacker. Number 8, Madison Bingles in the back row. And left for the attack in front of the attack row. Attack line, excuse me. Now serving for the Cobras. Number 17, Chloe Atram. Excuse me. Number 19, Kara Overhaul. Passed up by Schluger. Set by Murphy to Schluger. And she'll hit directly through the block. Actually not even going in between the block, just directly to the left of the block. Cobras blockers were watching the ball instead of watching the attacker. Served by Dempster. Too hard of a serve reception there for the Cobras, and they put the ball back over on one touch, allowing Welch to put the ball right back over. It'll be a timeout now for the Cobras. We'll be right back with you after this break.
The Tusculum experience is 20 sports, one team, striving for excellence. The Tusculum experience offers state-of-the-art facilities for practice and game days. If you seek a championship atmosphere, the Tusculum experience is for you. Visit online through TusculumPioneers.com. Call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Welcome back to Pioneer Arena. Score is now 8-2. The Pioneers have gotten off to a good start so far this game against Coker Cobras. Tusculum thus far has been dominating the game, leaving the Cobras scrambled on their side of the court. Let's see if the Cobras have developed a new strategy after this timeout. Head coach Julia Rowland talking to the players, you could see there during the timeout. Perhaps a little pep talk can change the momentum of the game, give them an extra edge. We'll see after the serve here by Dempster. Right side set, 2 blocks for the Pioneers. Ball goes back over the net. We get an outside set for the Cobras. Ball tricks off the net, laid out Mazer. Mazer doing an excellent job of putting the ball over the net, but also through the antennas, keeping the ball in play. Set to Schluger, right to the left of the block. An absolute amazing rally for both teams. Both teams should be happy with themselves, just coming together as a team with communication, keep the ball alive. Another serve here by Dempster with a score 9-2. Outside set. Tipped, passed up by Dempster. Murphy sets to Welch, who tips. Set wasn't totally right where Welch wanted it, but she tips it. Seeing that and recognizing it, and she's able to come off with the point on top. The Pioneers with a huge lead now, 10-2. Middle set. Face pass by Mazer. Back row by Bourne. And that's out of bounds. Cobras get that point as number 10, Taylor Dubray, gets ready to serve. Taylor Dubray, a sophomore from Highland Ranch, Colorado. With a hard serve there to Dempster. Schluger with a cross-court hit. Probably would have landed in front of the attack line. Right side to Welch. She'll slam that down for the kill. Welch has been an absolute force in the front row lately. High confidence from her setter, Shannon Murphy. Which is extremely important to have between setters and attackers. The confidence in each other to get the job done. Outside set to Bourne. Great job by Taylor Dubray to be in the right position for that attack. It seems as though her arms were a little too stiff to receive that pass. Short serve. And middle attack behind the setter there. That'll be a point for the Cobras. As number 2, Missy Reed, comes in. And she will serve in the back left side of the court. She'll serve to Mazer. And Bourne with the attack goes right in the block. But the Pioneers actually get charged with the lift call and lose the point that way. Get another serve here by Reed. A senior from Boynton Beach, Florida. Right side set to Welch. Shanked off Dubray, but free ball given back to the Pioneers. Outside set to Bourne. One block. Was late getting up there. Number 3, Kristen Bragg. Recognized the ball was going to Bourne, but couldn't get up in time. Bourne taking full advantage and hitting the ball right off her hand on the way up to take that point. So now number 1, Larissa Welch, will serve to score 13-5. Tight on the net. Mariah Lewis jumps up with the setter and forces the ball to her left to take that point. Serve reception of the Cobras have been not as good as it should be thus far, causing the setter to run all around the court, it seems like. Right side set to Lewis. Hard attack. Goes off the arms of Taylor Dubray. There'll be another point for the Pioneers. Pioneers offense absolutely dominating this game so far. It'll be a timeout for the Cobras. We'll be right back with you.
The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingles has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time.
Wow, it's funny running into you.
Ingles, all the ingredients for family.
After the Cobra timeout, the Pioneers are on the court before Coker, eager to get the game going. Larissa Welch holding the ball, ready to serve. Both teams on the court now are ready to go. We'll turn on the music and get this game going. Scored 15-5 for the Pioneers. And that serve will be out of bounds. That'll be a point for the Cobras. Now serving number 7, Alexis Burleys. Face pass by Dempster. Set Murphy, Bourne. Off the block, passed up by Lewis, and the Pioneers will get another chance here. Bourne with the roll shot, laying out with the Cobras. Back row attack, more of a free ball. And a dump by Murphy as she is front row. An attempted roll shot by Taylor Dubray, but it goes out of bounds. It'll be another point for the Pioneers. Substitution now, Larissa Weiss coming in for Dempster in the front row, as Shannon Murphy gets ready to serve now. Nice float serve there, moving substantially, moving over across the court. That attack by number 8, Madison Bingle, was quite successful, going just to the right of the block with enough topspin to come back down onto the court with some force. No serving, number 8. Number 3, Kristen Bragg. Right side attack by Lewis. It's a shank off number 19, Kara Overholt. Bourne with the serve again. The junior from Horseshoe, North Carolina. Is a force anywhere in the court. willingly will put the ball over the net with force, no matter where she is, front or back row. Number 8, Madison Bingle with the serve now for the Cobras. The score 8-17. Assistant coach Spencer Fornell telling her to serve to the front row, and that will pay off for the Pioneers. Take advantage of that. And Melissa Mazer will get ready to serve now. The score 18-8. High serve. Middle set. Out of bounds. Shannon Murphy recognized that. Was going to pass it, but then pulled back her hands and yells out. Great court awareness there on her behalf. Back row attack by the Cobras. Murphy forced a forearm pass. Set to Schluger. Outside set. 2 blockers for the Pioneers. Larissa Welch and Kaylee Weiss will put that ball right back over. Conveniently located in a spot where no one else was. Right side set. Through the block. Off the hands of Melissa Mazer. Excellent example of not closing the gap between the blockers there, as the ball just sneaks through both of them. Coach Spencer Fornell again telling the server to serve short. And Larissa Welch will gladly take that and the attack, and she'll put the ball right back down. Larissa Welch absolutely taking control of the situation, wanting the ball, wanting the set, and winning the point for her team. That's exactly what you want to see, a little bit of leadership there on the court. Score's now 21-9 in this first set of 5. Now right side set. Taylor Dubray once again putting the ball between the block. Sabrina Schluger and Larissa Welch really need to close that block there in the front row. Dubray with the momentum again serving. Tusculum block against the Cobras attack wasn't as successful as they'd hoped. And the ball sneaks through, lands on the court. Mazer will watch that ball go out of bounds. As Cassie Bourne and Kaylee Dempster were both yelling out and out. And we'll watch that ball land out of bounds. Good communication there in the back court. Sabrina Schluger now with the serve. Beautiful float serve. Right side attack. Passed out by Dempster. Murphy forearm pass to Bourne over the block. Middle set. Another point for the Cobras. This is number 2, Missy Reed, coming in for the Cobras to serve. Scores 12-22. Short serve to Schluger. Set by Murphy to Bourne. Lines judge calls that ball in. Cobras block really late getting there in time. Now serving number 1, Larissa Welch. Serves to Taylor Dubray. Shanks forcing the libero to set. Roll shot goes out of bounds for the Cobras. That'll be a point for the Pioneers. Now at game point, as we are at 24-12. Good float serve to Taylor Dubray once again. Off the hands of the blockers. Murphy with the dump in the back right corner. Outside attack. Passed out by Bourne. Murphy to Lewis. Gets blocked. Schluger puts it right back up again. Murphy with the roll shot. front row confusion there for the Cobras. Good block by the Pioneers. Whistle blown. Cobras point. That'll be a double touch on the side of the Pioneers. Not exactly sure who. But nonetheless, scores now 13 of 24. Number 7, Alexis Burley's will now serve. Coming close to the baseline there on that serve. She got a hard serve to Kaylee Dempster, and that'll shank off her arms for the point Cobras. Let's see if she decides to go back to Dempster here on the serve. Starting in the back left corner, serving across the court. And she will serve right back to Dempster once again. Confident in her float serve at the moment. Seems to be working well for her. She's serving cross court like this. That way she can hit the ball hard and not have to necessarily worry about it too much about it going out of bounds. This way, she can hit it and rely on it to float downward as it has been on Dempster. Nice up there by Sabrina Schluger, doing an excellent job. Cobra is getting very crafty with just getting the job done, getting the ball up. Born of the cross-court hit. Line judge originally called it in and then revoked his call and called it out. Maybe another point for the Cobras. Born at the attack, through the block, down on the ground. And just like that, the Pioneers will win the first set through best of 5. Pioneers go up 1 match. Teams will now switch sides of the courts. We'll have a commercial break. We'll be right back with you after this.
So much of life these days is rushing around from one place to another. Sometimes you just want to enjoy the journey on the way to the destination. And part of what makes it a little more enjoyable is an appreciation for the folks who help you get there. At Ingalls, we know that the people who send you on your way are the same ones who keep you coming back.
I think you should take it for a spin. Are you serious?
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family. The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time.
Wow, funny running into you.
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
The Tusculum experience is 20 sports, 1 team, striving for excellence. The Tusculum experience offers state-of-the-art facilities for practice and game days. If you seek a championship atmosphere, the Tusculum experience is for you. Visit online through TusculumPioneers.com. Call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You're just now tuning in. Pioneers are up 1 game. They've only played 1 game so far, and we're about to start the second game. Thanks for joining us today. Wish you could be here in person, but we're glad you're watching online. Next home game's October 3rd against King at 7 o'clock. We welcome you to join us for that as well. Melissa Mazer last game, it's 5 digs, which is the most of both teams. The Pioneers with 14 digs, and the Coker Cobras with 12 digs. Served there by Shannon Murphy, started off the second game. Whistle on the play. Point for the Cobras. Outside set to Bourne. Off the blocker's hands, and she'll take that point. Kristen Bragg with the block. Score is tied at 1 as Cassie Bourne serves for the Pioneers. And that serves out of bounds. It'll be a point for the Cobras. Number 3 now, Kristen Bragg serving for the Cobras. Senior from Rock Hill, South Carolina. Murphy with the forearm pass. Schluger's roll shot. Right side set. Inbounds. Mazer seemed to be right there, but seemed as though she thought it was going out of bounds as she retracted her arms and didn't play the ball. Kristen Bragg with the serve again. Hard jump serve, passed up by Bourne. Sept Murphy to Schluger. Cross court attack. Cobras laying out. Murphy with the set to the middle. That'll be Kaylee Weiss coming across. That's Mariah Lewis and her with the tandem attack. Right side attack there. Passed up by Mazer with the jumping face pass. Schluger roll shot, back row. Corporal Libero laying out and passing up that ball. An excellent dig. Back row attack by Bourne. Attack by Taylor Dubray. Middle attack by Lewis. Tips the ball over the block, and she'll take that point for the Pioneers. She saw that gap behind the blockers. Tipped it right over their fingertips. Nothing quite they could do in that circumstance there, as no one was in position. 14, Melissa Mazer serving. Right side attack rolls off the hands of the blockers for the Pioneers. Somewhat of a closer match so far, as we're tied 3-3. Kara Overholt for the Cobras tried to get there in time, but the ball floated down and just dove right in front of her. Mazer consistently high serves, but lately has been getting them lower and lower, it seems like. Heavily relying on the float serve. Sarah Overholt with an extreme hit. Even more extreme dig by Mazer. That'll be a Cobras point. Pioneer double touch. Serving number 14, Annie Mansfield. Passed up by Bourne. Hit by Weiss into the net. Whistle not called right away. But the Pioneers continued to play it because they thought there was a chance it might have gone off the block. But it didn't, so the Cobras will earn that point on a 4th hit. Welch with the roll shot to just the left of the block. Not a substantially heavy hit, but it does the job and is placed well. Takes the point. And coming in, number 15, Kaylee Dempster, sophomore from Floyd Knobs, Indiana. Experiencing quite a bit of playing time lately. She's been playing quite well for her team as well. Right side set. Tipped by Taylor Dubray. It'll be a Cobras point as the Pioneers are on the net. Kara Overhaul not serving. Junior from Tryon, North Carolina. Face pass by Mazer. Outside set to Schluger. Off the block. Mazer with the other pass. Back row to Bourne now. Out of bounds. As both line judges put their arms up. And the guest, the Cougar Cobras, are now up 7-5. Seems as though they've drastically changed their attitude this game and are really coming out hard, leaving nothing on the court. There'll be another point for the Pioneers there. The scores just keep going back and forth, it seems like. Number 12, Sabrina Schluger, serving. Head coach Michael Robinson instructing her where to serve to. Right side set to Debray into the net and point for the Pioneers. Another serve here by Schluger. Short serve, just barely going over the net. An excellent spot. Taylor Dubray off the net and then bounce back over to her court. Another point for the Pioneers. And Tusculum takes the lead. Now 8-7. A large open spot in the court there in the second position. And Schluger sees that and serves right there. Lines judge calling that ball out of play. That'll be a point for the Pioneers. Seemed like there was some confusion there or obstruction of vision. But the whistle ref wasn't quite sure what to do there at first. Then saw the lines judge calling it out of bounds. Mazer with the pass to Murphy. Right side to Welch. Off the hands of the Cobra blockers, and the Pioneers will earn that point. Schluger serving again with a score at 10-7 now. Taylor Dubray, a frequent target for serves. Right side attack by Dubray. Off the arms of the Tusculum block. Melissa Mazer does her best to lay out and get the ball, but couldn't get there in time. As a defender, you position yourself in between the blockers in case the ball does sneak through. But on occasions such as that, when the ball goes off their arms, kind of ricochets into a new direction, and there's not much you can do other than just lay out and hope you can get there. Serving number 1, Larissa Welch. Pioneer block, back over. Back row attack by number 14, right into the net. Annie Mansfield, that ball was right above her, and oftentimes when you're looking straight up, you kind of lose where the net is. So you always want to hit the ball in front of you, not behind you. One-handed set there by number 3, Kristen Bragg for the Cobras. The Pioneers will take home another point. Have another timeout for the Cobras as they recuperate. Try to figure out how the momentum lost. We'll be right back with you after this break. Thank you.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
Larissa Welch now serving. Middle attack, passed up by Dempster. Welch and Sluger realized that there was not much of a chance to get to that ball in time. Another point for the Cobras. And serving number 8, Madison Bagel. Dempster with the serve reception. Inside set to Bourne, cross court hit. Inside set, hard tack, passed up by Schluger. Somebody needs to play that ball. Mazer gets there, and passes the ball on the net. Some miscommunication there. It seemed as though that ball was high enough for Murphy to get there. But for whatever reason, Murphy didn't think so, and then communication needs to be had there so everybody knows. Hit by Mariah Lewis, goes off the block. She'll take that point. Serving, Shannon Murphy. Right side attack, blocked by the Pioneers, put right back to the court. There's no one there. Outside set. Kaylee Wise, the sole blocker there for the Pioneers. Mariah Lewis expecting a middle attack. She stays there in the middle. And serving number 7, Alexis Burles. Attack by Bourne. Goes through the block and shanked off of number 10, Taylor Dubray. Now serving Cassie Bourne. Now it'll be out of bounds. Bourne now talking to Coach Michael Robinson. Robinson instructing her on what it seems she did wrong in that serve, looking like he's telling her that she just hit the bottom of the volleyball. Right side attack by Wise. Dubray blocked by Schluger and Lewis, but not put back over the net. Kristen Bragg now serving. Shannon Murphy set to Schluger. Lines judge calling that ball in. That'll be a point for the Pioneers. Now serving number 14, Melissa Mazer. Dubray with the attack. Murphy, right side to Wise. Lines judge calls it out of play. Just didn't quite get enough on top of the ball there. As you can see, that ball just shy, about a foot of the line. Murphy to Weiss once again. Weiss making that constant adjustment and getting on top of the ball there. Realizing it right away and delivering a strong attack. Murphy back row to Bourne. Blocked. And number 6, Bethany Prochnow. Not quite sure if the ball was going to be oaring over the net regardless, but Prochnow decided to block, which is always safer to block than not to. Murphy set to Schluger, outside attack. Strong dig by 14 of the Cobras. Taylor Dubray hits the ball into the net and then bounces back over. It'll be a point for the Pioneers. Substitution now, number 15, Kaylee Dempster coming into the game for Kaylee Wise. Excellent float serve there. And Sabrina Schluger jumps up with the setter. We'll get a timeout for the Cobras. Both teams will convene on the sidelines. We'll be right back with you.
The Tusculum experience is 20 sports, one team, striving for excellence. The Tusculum experience offers state-of-the-art facilities for practice and game days. If you seek a championship atmosphere, the Tusculum experience is for you. Visit online through TusculumPioneers.com. Call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Well, serving for the Pioneers after this timeout, number 15, Kaylee Dempster, fresh into the game for Kaylee Wise. Middle set. Cassie Bourne in the correct position, but it seemed as though she couldn't get her center of gravity in front of the ball there. That time the ball only hits her left arm, and that will bounce away. 19, Kara Overhalt's now serving. Right to Melissa Mazer, she'll take that with a face pass. Passed up. Right side set. Only one block. Goes off the arms of Sabrina Schluger, and it will actually hit the antenna, giving a point to the Cobras. Passed out by Bourne. Murphy set to Schluger. Off the block. Dempster jumping up, but couldn't get there in time. Point for the Cobras once again. Tighter game in this match. Score is now 18-19. Overhaul serves to Bourne. Murphy is front row with it, so she will jump up and hit that. Mazer bending over to face pass that. Probably could have easily forehand passed that, and she's aware. And she looked over at Coach Michael Robinson and made that motion. Timeout now.
Tusculum College is Tennessee's first college. Established in 1794, Tusculum's beautiful campus is nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains, where students from all around the world have found a home. Tusculum can help you pioneer your path to success. Visit online for more information at tusculum.edu or call 423-636-7300 and discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Serving again, Kara Overhault. Serves to Mazer. Set Murphy, middle, Larissa Welch. Dempster there, perfect timing, and the ball will go back over the net. Free ball here for the Pioneers. Quick set to Welch, off the block, and lands right in front of the net. Maybe a point for the Pioneers, and they've just changed momentum. Schluger will now be in total control of the volleyball here for a couple of seconds. She will serve now. Scores 20-19. As the Cobras have been fighting harder this game, it seems like. The game's been closer. Right side set. Dubray earns the point for Cobras there. She'll go from attacking to serve, keeping that momentum with her team. Dempster with the good pass to Murphy. Outside set to Bourne. Hits underneath the ball and doesn't flick her wrist quite enough. The ball go out of bounds. Taylor Dubray serving once again. After this, she's just taken the lead for her team, now 21-20. Bourne with the tip over the net. Dempster, great positioning to pass that attack. Outside set now, 2 Pioneer blockers. Dempster, recognizing the ball was going over the block, but couldn't get there in time. And she laid out, did her best effort. Nonetheless, couldn't get there in time. And Cobras will earn the point. Cobras now winning 22-20. The back row attack by Schluger, more of a roll shot. Middle attack. One arm pass by Schluger, puts it back over the net. Dumped by the setter, Murphy to Welch. Whistle blown. Pioneer point. Well, serving number 1, Larissa Welch. Whistle blown. Cobra point as the Pioneers were on the net. Another timeout here with the score now 23-21. We're right back with you.
The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time.
Wow, it's funny running into you.
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Number 8, Madison Bibble serving for the Cobras. Passed up by Dempster. Set Murphy to right side to Welch. As Welch is a middle attacker, but goes behind her. Double block there for the Pioneers. They'll pass up the tip. Mariah Lewis tipping there in the front row. Right where nobody is. She'll take control of the point. Scores now 22-23. Jenna Murphy will now serve. Mazer doing her best to lay out. Good point for the Cobras. That'll be now game point, 24-22. Pioneers really gonna have to buckle down. Good pass by Dempster. Sept Murphy tipped by Lewis. Lewis once again going back up. And then Taylor Dubray diving on the Cobra side of the court. Can't come up with the ball, however. Cassie Bourne now serving for the Pioneers. Scores 23-24. Passed up by Kara Overhaul. And that'll be a double touch for the Cobras. Scores now 24-24. Both teams now needing to scored 2 points to take the W for this game, since you need to win by 2 points. Cassie Bourne now serving for the second time. And that ball would roll over the net as Kara Overholt lays out. Back row attack, passed up by Mazer. Murphy sets to Lewis. Kara Overholt passing to back row, and that'll be a dump. Weiss takes it, Murphy to Schluger, roll shot. Outside set for the Cobras. Passed up perfectly by Mazer, outside set to Schluger. Whistle blown, and that'll be a double touch for the Cobras and the Point Pioneers. So the score is now 25-24. Cassie Bourne still serving. If the Pioneers wanted to come out on top here, they're going to need another point, as you need to win by 2 points. And that serve just floating a great deal, and actually floating up and out of bounds. Pass by Bourne, set Murphy to Lewis, and Lewis will smack that down and take the point once again. Score is now 26-25. We're in the same situation as we just were. Now Melissa Mazer is serving. Shannon Murphy, a back row setter at the per moment. She's wanting to dump it, she can't leave her feet. So the Cobras defense need to be aware of that, so they know not to go up every time as Murphy gets the ball. Be a hard tip by the Pioneers to go out of bounds. So it's now 26-26 tied. And this volleyball game is anybody's at this moment. And serving number 14, Annie Mansfield. Short serve, Schluger. Off the hands of the blocker. Right side attack by Dubray. Bourne does her best to dig that, but not quite in the right position as that ball hits in front of her. Scores 27-26. Annie Mansfield serving once again. Good dig by Mazer. Set right side, Kaylee Weiss with the attack. Two blockers, ball goes through them. Murphy sets to Schluger. Cross court, right side attack, two blockers for the Pioneers. Late getting there once again. Larissa Welch gets the ball and will take priority and absolutely slam that ball down with some authority. Scores 27-27 as Kaylee Dempster comes to serve. Kaylee Weiss will join her team on the sidelines. Right side attack. Passed up by Cassie Bourne and shanked. Another point for the Cobras as they take the lead once again, 28-27. Number 19, Kara Overholt will now serve. Face pass by Mazer. Murphy outside set, Schluger off the block. Shanked by the Cobras and then somehow given a free ball to the Pioneers. Right side to Welch, out of bounds. And that set will be awarded to Cobras as they take the lead and take the W to score 29-27. In this best of 5 match, Pioneers and Cobras are tied 1 set to 1 set. See what can happen this next game. We'll join you with you after this break. Thank you.
The Tusculum experience is 20 sports, 1 team, striving for excellence. The Tusculum experience offers state-of-the-art facilities for practice and game days. If you seek a championship atmosphere, The Tusculum experience is for you. Visit online through TusculumPioneers.com. Call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
So much of life these days is rushing around from one place to another. Sometimes you just want to enjoy the journey on the way to the destination. And part of what makes it a little more enjoyable is an appreciation for the folks who help you get there. At Ingalls, we know that the people who send you on your way are the same ones who keep you coming back.
I think you should take it for a spin. Are you serious?
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family. The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time.
Wow, it's funny running into
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Welcome back. Score is now tied 1-1. The Pioneers took the lead on the first game. In the second game, Cobras won. Well, thanks for joining us here in this third set. Best of 5 game. Born with the hard attack. Whistle blown, however. Cobras on the net, and that'll be a point for the Pioneers right off the bat. Right side attack by Dubray into the net. Another point for the Pioneers. Welch with the serve. One-handed set. Attacked. Line judge calling that in. Serving number 10, Taylor Dubray. Outside attack by Bourne, blocked. The dual block by number 7 and 3. Alexis Burles and Kristen Bragg both went up together well. Performing out to the wall. Blocked that ball right down. Score's tied 2-2. Right side attack. Lewis is there. Schluger sets to Dempster. Shoemaker. Side set to Shoemaker. Attack goes out of bounds. This will be a point for the Cobras. Middle attack, Mariah Lewis sees the opening spot in the 4 position on the Cobra side of the court. He tips the ball right there for an easy point for her team. Now serving number 4, Shannon Murphy. Outside set. Incredible amount of topspin, and that ball lands right in front of number 14. Melissa Mazer and number 12, Sabrina Schluger. And serving number 8, Madison Bingle. Point for the Cobras, taking the lead to 6-3. Excellent floating serve. Passed up by Shoemaker. Murphy rushing to get there. And the Pioneers put the ball back over the net, but it goes through the antennas, but it goes out of bounds. Schluger with the serve. Murphy set to Lewis. Lewis hits between the blockers. Face pass by Mazer, dunked by Murphy. Middle attack for the Cobras. One arm dig by Kaylee Wise. Free ball given by Murphy. Into the block, passed up by Schluger. Right side to Wise. Down the line. Outside set. Roll shot. Easy pass by Murphy. Set by Mazer to Wise. She'll attempt to roll shot it over the block, but doesn't quite put enough behind it. And the ball just rolls up, hits the net, and bounces right back down for an obvious point for the Cobras. Score's now 8-3. Cobras are increasing the gap more and more. And then Mariah Lewis comes out of nowhere and slams the ball down for a kill. Substitution here for the Pioneers. Madison Shoemaker is out and Cassie Bourne is in. Outside attack, doesn't quite get there. Attacker forced to volley the ball over the net. Kaylee Weiss attacks off the hands of the block. Passed up, outside set. Over the block and out of bounds according to the line judge. That'll be a point for the Pioneers. Cassie Bourne now serving. Alexis Burles serving now for the Cobras. Schluger with the reception. Murphy outside to Schluger. Down the line. That is in. Down. A forceful point for the Pioneers. As Mazer is totally ready and wants to keep the momentum going for her team. Pioneers closing the gap little by little. Score 7-9. She'll serve to Taylor Dubray. Outside set. Passed up by Bourne. Murphy to Welch. Kara Overhaul doing a good job with that dig. That'll be a point for the Cobras, because the ball was hit out of bounds, but it rolled off the fingers of the Pioneer block. Madison Bingle now serving. Excuse me. Kristen Bragg. Kristen Bragg will serve that ball out of bounds. It'll be a point for Pioneers. Number 15, Kaylee Dempster coming into the game. For Kaylee Wise, number 17. Kaylee Dempster, a sophomore from Floyd Knobs, Indiana. One-handed set goes over the net. Blocked by the Pioneers, but doesn't cross the net. Pioneers captain, Shannon Murphy, talking to the referee. She's thinking the setter for the Cobras is back row, so it would be illegal for the setter to jump and put the ball over the net, is exactly what they're talking about right now from last play. The referee saying that she didn't actually jump, she just went up on her toes. Scores 13-8 for the Cobras. Number 14, Annie Mansfield serves. Face pass by Mazer. Hit down the line by Schluger, but it's out of bounds, according to the line judge. Timeout given to the Pioneers. The score is 14-8. Teams will convene, and we'll be right back with you.
The Tusculum experience is 20 sports, one team, striving for excellence. The Tusculum experience offers state-of-the-art facilities for practice and game days. If you seek a championship atmosphere, the Tusculum experience is for you. Visit online through TusculumPioneers.com. Call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Outside set to Schluger. With an absolute kill, that ball will land right in front of the Cobras. Not much Mansfield could do there as the ball forcefully lands right in front of her. Schluger with short serve. Mansfield once again letting the ball land right in front of her for an ace. Well-placed serve by Schluger. Schluger obviously serving to Mansfield on purpose here. Frequently being targeted as she lays out there once again and couldn't get the pass up in time. Schluger serving to Madison Bingle now. Hit by Taylor Dubray, goes out of bounds, but the lines judge said it went off the hands of the Pioneer block. Pioneer players and coaches obviously disagreeing with the referee. Hard to see from this angle, however, so we have to assume the referee is right, as they do have the best seat in the house for that. Murphy with an excellent dump there on the other side, forcing the Cobras to struggle on this side. Bodies going everywhere. Scores now 12-15. Larissa Welch serves to Mansfield. Passed up, Taylor Dubray hit. And the Pioneers can't put the ball back over. It'll be a point for the Cobras. Taylor Dubray now serving for the Cobras. Passed up by Schluger, set by Murphy to Shoemaker. Outside set. Schluger passes up. Born to Lewis, tips. Middle sack, middle attack. Passed up by Mazer. Shoemaker once again into the block, lands in front of Lewis and Schluger. They're in the correct position. They just weren't in tight enough to be able to field that ball, landing right in front of them. Taylor Dubray with another serve. Passed up by Mazer this time. Shoemaker hits the ball into the net, never touches the Cobra block. So when played again by the Pioneers, the fourth touch. Substitution now. Number 7, Cassie Bourne coming in for 13, Madison Shoemaker. Schluger pass up. Dump by Murphy. Passed up by Overhaul, who's ready. Pioneer block. Shannon Murphy and Mariah Lewis both go up at the same time. Create an excellent block. 17, Kaylee Weiss is in the game. It's 15, Kaylee Dempster back out of the game. Shannon Murphy will now serve. Interesting defensive setup here for the Cobras. Outside set. Ball just trickles over the blocker's hands and lands right in front of Cassie Bourne. Bourne putting her hand out for the pancake, but wasn't quite tall enough. Madison Biggle now serving. Into the net, that serve will go. It'll be a point for the Pioneers. It was now 14-19. Cassie Bourne will serve. Mazer with the set to Kaylee Weiss. Kaylee Weiss will put that down on the court for a Pioneer point. It was now 15-19 as Cassie Bourne will serve again. Good pass by the Cobras. The attack was so fast, Pioneers defense didn't have time to set itself up and become strong enough to field the ball. Cassie Bourne going down to one knee for that pass reception. Mariah Lewis hitting the ball off the blocker out of bounds. Good point for the Pioneers once again. Melissa Mazer serving now for the Pioneers. As number 1, Larissa Welch is back in the front row. Outside attack. Cross court. Pioneer block. Not good enough. And the ball sneaks through. Kristen Bragg serves. Melissa Mazer lays out. Shannon Murphy doing good job to get a good pass. Bourne to Murphy. Murphy to Weiss. Would be served as a tip. Mazer face pass to Murphy. Right side to Weiss once again. Into the block. Taylor Dubray having a good effort trying to get that ball back over the net. One more substitution here. Dempster coming in for Kaylee Weiss again. Dempster will now serve. Middle attack. Tipped, passed up by Murphy. Mazer takes the ball. Schluger Right side attack. Taylor Dubray, forceful. Mazer gets the ball back up, and Bourne gives the Cobras a free ball. Middle attack. Block was nowhere near being ready. Larissa Welch is still in the middle and not pinching in, with Shannon Murphy on the right side of the net there. Mansfield would serve to Bourne. Passed up Murphy to Larissa Welch. Welch heading underneath the ball, scores 22-17. Pioneers will take another timeout as they need time to convene and talk about their strategy. Maybe find out a new way to change this momentum of the game. We'll be right back with you. Thank you.
Tusculum College is Tennessee's first college. Established in 1794, Tusculum's beautiful campus is nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains, where students from all around the world have found a home. Tusculum can help you pioneer your path to success. Visit online for more information at tusculum.edu or call 423-636-7300 and discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Right side attack by Welch. That'll be slammed down on the ground. Now serving, number 12, Sabrina Schluger. Right side attack. Cassie Bourne there right in time for the block. Mansfield gets the ball to the Pioneers. An excellent job by Shannon Murphy seeing the defense scattered across the court. Looks over and sees a bunch of open court and hits the ball to take an easy point for the Pioneers. Outside block passed up by Schluger. Outside set right to Bourne. Mansfield serve, passes it up. Outside set. Face pass by Bourne to Welch. Passed up by Bourne once again off the block. Right side set, Taylor Dubray. Dempster passes it up. Attack by Bourne once again. Mansfield passes it up. Outside set. Bodies going everywhere. Bourne and Dempster. Right side attack. Mazer just putting her hands up, playing the ball. Dempster the roll shot. And it'll be a battle between Taylor Dubray and Cassie Bourne on both sides of the court. And Cassie Bourne will come out on top for a point Pioneers. And that'll bring the score to 20-23, and we'll get another timeout here for the Cobras, as they obviously need to reconvene now and talk about their strategy moving forward.
The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time.
Wow, funny running into
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Cobra's taking full advantage of all of the timeout time given. The Pioneers are already back in the court, eager to go. Sabrina Schluger with the ball. One to keep a little momentum going. Great serve. Middle attack. Rolls off the blocker's hands. Number 6, Bethany Prochnow will in the point there for the Cobras. Carol Overhaul now with the serve. Scores 24-20 for the Cobras. Passed up by Dempster to Welch. Off the block, and that'll be a point for the Pioneers. Marissa Welch not serving with score 21-24. Serve taken by Mansfield. Middle attack, passed up by Schluger. Murphy sets to Lewis. Sarah Dubray will hit the ball. Linesman says in the net, in the court. Tusculum players jumping and yelling at the referee, saying the ball hit the antenna. Couldn't really see it. If you see it the replay there, can't really tell from that angle either. Ball obviously hits the net, but not quite sure if it hit the antenna or not. Linesman is right in line with that, so he would have the best view of the house. So now the Coker Cobras are up 2-1, and this game will be heading into the 4th in this best-of-5 matchup. Be right back with you.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
The Tusculum experience is 20 sports, one team, striving for excellence. The Tusculum experience offers state-of-the-art facilities for practice and game days. If you seek a championship atmosphere, the Tusculum experience is for you. Visit online through TusculumPioneers.com. Call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Starting off this game, Number 4, Shannon Murphy. It's a good start for her, as that'll be a shank off the arms of one of the Cobras. The first point of the set will go to Pioneers, as Shannon Murphy will get another opportunity to serve here. Right side attack, tipped, passed up by Schluger. Set by Murphy to Kaylee Weiss. Off the block and shanked. Kara Overhauled laying out, but couldn't get there in time. Another point for the Pioneers. Right side attack, blocked by Mariah Lewis. The ball will be given right back. Taken by Kaylee Weiss. Set by Murphy to Bourne, right side, outside attack. Another point for the Pioneers. Shannon Murphy very consistent with her serving thus far. She's going for her 4th serve in a row. Good dig by Mazer. Outside attack, Mansfield. Whistle blown. Mariah Lewis on the net for the Pioneers. That'll be a Cobras point. Outside attack by Kaylee Weiss goes out of bounds. Just shy of the line by about a foot. Be a point for the Cobras. Now serving number 7, Alexis Burleys. Taken by Melissa Mazer, set by Murphy to Bourne in the middle, and that hit is in. Great attack. And Bourne is now back row. She'll be serving. A junior from Horseshoe, North Carolina, graduate of Hendersonville High School. Cassie Bourne has been a force everywhere on the court today. Right side attack, tipped by Weiss. Ball taken by Murphy, set by Mazer. Roll shot by Schluger. Side to Mansfield. Tipped by Lewis. Murphy with the back row set to Bourne. Right side to Mansfield. Blocked, but Mariah Lewis doesn't quite close her arms enough. The ball sneaks there and finds a spot in the open court. Number 3, Kristen Bragg now serving. He's senior from Rock Hill, South Carolina. Graduate of Rock Hill High School. Murphy with the middle set to Lewis. Outside set now to Mansfield. Blocked. Kaylee Weiss and Mariah Lewis doing a good job of closing the block there. And having a good block for the Pioneers. You can see there, they really press over the net there. Put the ball right down. Good float serve by Mazer. Attack by Mansfield, goes into the net. Mansfield frustrated with herself. Another good serve by Mazer. Outside to Dubray. Cassie Bourne couldn't get there in time. Tried to pass it up with one fist, but not enough. Number 14, now Mansfield gonna serve for the Cobras. Annie Mansfield, a freshman from Yalaha, Florida. Kara Overhaul gives the Pioneers a free ball. Right side attack by Welch. Middle attack by Bethany Prochnow. That'd be a point for the Pioneers. You see there on the replay, the net referee thought one of the Cobra players were against the net. Murphy laying out, getting to that ball. Might have been a better idea to yell help. He'll rely on some of her other teammates to help her out there with that ball. As there was Melissa Mazer standing right there, who is essentially the second setter if Shannon Murphy can't get to a ball, or if Shannon Murphy does touch the first ball. Warren Murphy to Welch. Hard cross-court attack. Welch, Murphy to Schluger. Horn, Murphy. Outside attack. Blocked by Murphy and then volleyed up. The block does not count as a touch for your team. That is not a double touch. The Pioneers will take control over that point and they will be rewarded with a point. Score is now 8-5. We'll have number 12, Sabrina Schluger, serve. Right side attack to Debray. Off the hands of the blockers, so that'll be a point for the Cobras. Another point for the Pioneers there. Took the score to 9-6. Passed up by Kara Overhaul. Now Taylor Dubray attacks the ball into the net. Another point for the Pioneers. Outside attack. Gordon Murphy to Lewis. Tipped. Inbounds for a Pioneer point. There'll be a timeout there for the Cobras. Pioneers are going to have to be aware of the front row setter on the Cobras side of the court. Sometimes when the momentum gets carried away for the other team, you're going to have to start looking for other ways to score some points. So we may see the setter here jump up and dump the ball. We'll see.
Tusculum College is Tennessee's first college. Established in 1794, Tusculum's beautiful campus is nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains, where students from all around the world have found a home. Tusculum can help you pioneer your path to success. Visit online for more information at tusculum.edu or call 423-636-7300 and discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Good point for the Cobras there. Now serving, number 8, Madison Biggle. A senior from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Hard attack by Lewis, goes right in the block and over the hands. Kaylee Dempster is going to serve, he's going to play that ball. Then noticed it was going out of bounds. Called it out. Earned a point for her team. Now serving number 4, Shannon Murphy. See, she'll have a short serve here. Hard serve, actually, to Taylor Dubray. Roll shot. Major gets there in time. Middle set to Lewis. Tipped. Pancake, but the ball hits. Be a point for the Pioneers. We're now 13-7. Outside set, Mansfield. Great pass by Mazer. Right side. Weiss out of bounds. Seemed as though it hit her on the thumb of her left arm, causing it to shoot to the right. Now in the game, number 6, Aubrey Hawkins, in for Kylie Weiss. Something you don't see very often, miscommunication between the 14 and Melissa Mazer. Usually very, very strong defensively. Both players there making sure that wasn't going to happen again. You saw Cassie Bourne and Melissa Mazer bump into each other. You'd rather see that than let a ball hit the ground. At least that shows effort in their end of the game. And they both want the ball. So it's good to see they made the adjustment there. Riley Lewis jumps up and tips the ball. Riley Lewis tipping that ball in that location quite frequently lately and has been receiving points for it. Cobra's neglecting to make an adjustment and get that part of the court covered. Number 7 Bourne now serving. Scores 14-10 for the Pioneers. Riley Lewis jumps up with the setter. Back row attack. Passed up by Murphy. Mazer's going to take that. To Aubrey Hawkins. Kara Overhaul lays out but shanks it. An excellent kill for Aubrey. Point for Coker as Mazer hits that ball. Just barely nicks it. Shannon Murphy dumps the ball to the back court, which is a good idea. Buys her team some time. Number 3, Kristen Bragg now serving for Coker. Passed up by Bourne, set by Murphy to Schluger. Cross-court attack, off the hands. This will be their third touch here. It'll be right for Lewis. Right attack by Aubrey Hawkins, off the hands. And once again, Hawkins earns another point for the Pioneers. Sometimes even just a little momentum change like that can help a team out. Aubrey Hawkins coming in fresh from the bench. Whole lot of energy can be used to lift up the entire team. Scores now 16-12 for the Pioneers. As Taylor Dubray takes that serve. Set to Mansfield, passed up. Good communication there between Aubrey Hawkins and Melissa Mazer. Tip, Mazer passes it up. Murphy to Bourne in the back row, blocked. Bethany Prochnow was sitting there waiting the whole time, it seemed like, for Cassie Bourne. When she saw that opportunity, she jumped up and blocked that ball with excitement. Andy Mansfield now serving. Serves to Bourne. Murphy to Hawkins, off the hands. Pioneers get the ball back. Outside set to Schluger this time. Blocked again. Pioneers get it back. Middle, blocked again. Pioneer offense need to find some way to get the ball across the net. Just constantly getting blocked. Sometimes that can be as simple as just changing up the timing between the attackers and the setters. Lowering the sets, giving the blockers less time to get there. We're doing some trick plays such as tandems and shoots to the outside attacker. We'll be right back with you after this break.
The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingles has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time.
Wow, funny running into
Ingles, all the ingredients for family.
Madison Bingle hitting that ball into the net, giving the Pioneers a point. Kaylee Dempster back in the game for Aubrey Hawkins. Kaylee Dempster frequently in the back row. Right side attack. Tipped. Mazer lays out and passes it up. Dumped by Murphy. And that ball just trickles over the hands of Larissa Welch while she was blocking. And that ball lands right beside her. For a point, Cobras. Score is now tightening. The score is 16-17. Kara Overhaul now serves for Coker. Passed by Cassie Bourne to Schluger. One blocker. And that'll land inbounds. Big point for the Pioneers. Coker's blocks have been quite successful this game as they've been matching them up perfectly. Two blockers almost with every attack, except for that last one there you saw with Sabrina Schluger. Only gets one blocker, easy to go around. Outside attack goes off the hands of Shannon Murphy. Murphy and Welch both went up together. Another point for Pioneers as Dubray serves into the net. Serving number one, Larissa Welch. The ball will go right back into the net as well. I think we need a new ball here. There's something wrong with this one. It keeps wanting to go into the net. Number 8, Madison Bingle now with the serve. Murphy with the outside set to Bourne, off the block. Back to Bourne. Goes off the block, but not back over the net. That'll land right in front of him. It'll be another point for the Pioneers. Number 6, Aubrey Hawkins now coming in the game. And Dempster joining her team on the sidelines once again. So we'll have a score of 20-18. Tough attack by Bourne there. Not much room to go through the antenna. And Mansfield hits that ball, hits the bottom of the ball with no topspin whatsoever, almost like a float serve. So that'll just float out of bounds. And a point for Pioneers. 21-18 now. As Shannon Murphy serves for the third time this set. Face pass by Murphy. That's that set, 2 blockers. Great job there by Lewis. Taylor Dubray with the back row attack. Right side to Aubrey Hawkins here. Strong attacker lately. Was into the net but played. Aubrey Hawkins jumps up and puts the ball into the net. Excellent awareness and athleticism showed by that player. Aubrey Hawkins is only a sophomore. He plays more of like that of a junior or senior. From Stamping Ground, Kentucky. We've got a timeout here with the score 22-18. Only 4-point deficit between the two teams. We'll join you right back in just a moment.
The Tusculum experience is 20 sports, 1 team, striving for excellence. The Tusculum experience offers state-of-the-art facilities for practice and game days. If you seek a championship atmosphere, the Tusculum experience is for you. Visit online through TusculumPioneers.com. Call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Mazer with the set to Aubrey Hawkins, right side. Off the hands of blocker. Dubray pass it up outside to Mansfield. Tip, passed up by Murphy. Mazer now to Bourne. Roll shot over the net. Scrambling. Kara Overhaul puts the ball back over for a free ball. Murphy sets to Bourne on the outside. And that ball will roll along the net and land right in front of the Pioneers. First time Murphy had the ball for service at the beginning of the game. She went on a 4-point tear. Unable to do that this time after that timeout. Coker Cobras seem to have iced her in a way there. Outside set to Aubrey Hawkins, the lefty hitting from the outside. Successful, throwing the blockers off, taking another point. Scored now 23-19. Cassie Bourne now serving for the Pioneers. Pioneers have a back row setter. And the Cobras have a front row setter. The Pioneers are going to need to be aware of that moving forward. Number 3, Kristen Bragg, hasn't shown it off much, although she is currently in back row now. She hasn't shown off much of a dump. She's done it once or twice, but nothing to be concerned about too badly, as opposed to Shannon Murphy's dump. It's quite forceful and more of an attack than anything. Strong attack by number 10, Taylor Dubray. Lands in front of Cassie Bourne. Score is now 21-23. Kristen Bragg, also a very consistent server. Serves to Melissa Mazer. Schluger. Passed up. Overhaul takes that. Great job by Aubrey Hawkins of just taking control of the play and playing the ball. Murphy to Schluger. Outside hit, Mansfield. Blocked by the Pioneers. For a point. Now game point, 24-21. As the Pioneers have libero Melissa Mazer serve. Coach Michael Robinson telling her where to serve. That's exactly where he wanted it. Out of the middle. Hard hit. Murphy couldn't decide whether to face pass or forehand pass. This was kind of an in-betweener, which are often the hardest ones. Aubrey Hawkins with the strong attack down the line. Pioneers are going to get a free ball here as Kristen Bragg turns her back and forehand pass over the net. Larissa Welch, strong attack. Pioneers get the ball back. Sabrina Schluger, roll shot now. Mansfield passed up. Dubray hits it into the block. Larissa Welch and Sabrina Schluger couldn't close the block, so the ball sneaks through. It's again a timeout for the Pioneers now. The score is 23-24. Score is getting closer and closer, and we're getting towards the end of the game. We'll be right back with you.
Tusculum College is Tennessee's first college. Established in 1794, Tusculum's beautiful campus is nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains, where students from all around the world have found a home. Tusculum can help you pioneer your path to success. Visit online for more information at tusculum.edu or call 423-636-7300 and discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this best-of-5 match, your Coker Cobras are up 2 with your Tusculum Pioneers up 1. Meaning if the Cobras win this match, the game is over. If Pioneers win this match, the game goes on to a 5th set. Now Mansfield serves with the game point. Cassie Bourne, serve reception. Larissa Welch hits it. Lines judge say it's inbounds. Both. And now the score is 25-23. Pioneers will take that match, and looks like we're going to a 5th game. Captains Sabrina Schluger and Kristen Bragg meeting at the net. Shake hands and run back to their teams. Seems as though both teams will elect to stay on both sides they're comfortable with. This final game will go up to 15 points, and teams will switch after 7 points to opposite sides of the court. We will be joining you in just a minute.
The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time.
Wow, it's funny running into you.
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
The Tusculum experience is 20 sports, one team, striving for excellence. The Tusculum experience offers state-of-the-art facilities for practice and game days. If you seek a championship atmosphere, the Tusculum experience is for you. Visit online through TusculumPioneers.com. Call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you for joining us today. Wish you could be here in person for this blackout themed day. We're glad that you're tuning in online. We're appreciative as well. If you're just now joining, Both teams are tied at 2 sets each in this best-of-5 match. We are now heading into the 5th game. Up to 15. And this will be the final decider of who will take home the win today. Starting off the game with the serve is number 19, Kara Overholt. Pass by Bourne, set by Murphy to Bourne, outside, and that's out of bounds. First point of game 5 will go to Coker Cobras. That'll be a point for the Pioneers. It's Taylor DeBray. It's that ball. Giving the Pioneers a point there. Now serving, number 7, Cassie Bourne. Strong float serve passed up by Kara Overholt. That ball will land on the court, the Pioneer side. Taylor DeBray now serving for the Cobras. Into the net. Point Pioneers. Anytime a serve is missed, it's very disappointing for a team because it's virtually the only situation in volleyball where you have total control over what happens. But it is so easy to do. And more oftentimes than not, it's mental than anything. Middle attack, passed out by Mazer. Murphy shoots set to Welch. And that'll go through the block, and they'll take home the point there. Melissa Mazer now serving. Outside set to Mansfield. Excuse me, not Mansfield. Bingo. Cassie Bourne lays out for that ball. Unfortunately, couldn't get there. It'll be a point for the Cobras. The score will be tied at 3. Aubrey Hawkins, strong attack, goes through the block. Passed up by Murphy. Hawkins off the block and out of bounds. That's a point. The Pioneers will take the lead at that. Now winning 4-3. Substitution now. Aubrey Hawkins coming out and Kaylee Dempster coming in for her. Kaylee Dempster, a sophomore from Floyd Knobs, Indiana. It's been a huge part of this game with consistent float serves the whole time, as you just saw there. Cassie Bourne. And a very directive tip by Larissa Welch will take home the point. Of course, now 5-3 Tusculum. As Dempster will serve again. It's exactly what Coach Michael Robinson wants. And a hard serve to Taylor DeBray. Mansfield hits through the block. Welch and Murphy couldn't quite close it in time. Murphy was there. Welch got there a little late, leaving an opening in between the two blocks. So Alexis Burleys will now serve. She'll serve to Bourne. Murphy to Schluger. One blocker. It's easy for her. She'll get the kill at that point. So now Sabrina Schluger will now serve. Jump float serve, short. Anytime you can cause confusion on the other side of the court, that's what you want to do. And somehow, miraculously, the Coker Cobras got that ball up over the net, but it was out of play. Sabrina Schluger, the short serve. Once again, causing confusion. A great set by the setter, for given what she was. Now Bourne will need to roll shot that over the net, taken by Overhaul. Mansfield roll shot, Dempster takes that. Murphy middle set to Welch, tipped. Overhaul goes for the pancake and can't get there in time. The ball hits the ground. And the teams will now switch after 7. Score is now 8-4 for the Pioneers. Now both teams are going to have to remember exactly where they were to ensure they don't get charged and lose a point for being in the wrong formation, which just happens too easily. And we will see the sidelines judge look at both teams before giving the whistle judge permission to get the game going again. So Schluger will serve there. Take that, Mansfield hit into the block. Taylor DuBois right in front. Nothing much she could do. We'll have a timeout now go to the Coker Cobras, and they will reconvene. As you saw that ball land right in front of Dubray. Not much she could do as it all happened so fast, but we'll join you with you in just a minute.
The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time.
Wow, it's funny running into you.
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Shannon Murphy jumping over the net, putting the volleyball back on that side of the court. But the Cobras get caught in the net, and that'll be a point for the Pioneers. Middle attack, whistle blown, Pioneer player on the net. Kristen Bragg serving now for the Cobras. Passed up by Schluger. Out to Bourne. Face pass by Bragg. Excuse me, face pass by Bragg. She couldn't come up with it. It'll be a point for the Pioneers. Score now 11-6. As Larissa Welch gets ready for service. So serve. Taken by Overhaul. Bragg will set. Middle, and that would be out. Bethany Prochnow hits that ball just shy of the line, getting a little too much of the ball, not the top of it necessarily. Mansfield passes to Bragg, outside to Dubray, outside tack to Bourne. Right side set, Dubray hits it again, once over the net, goes off the hands of the block, and that'll be a point for Coker. Right side set to Mariah Lewis. Blocked, passed up again by Mazer. That ball would land in territory. Melissa Mazer was sprinting to get there in time, but just couldn't. And Coger's now closing the gap. Score's now 8-12. It's only a 4-point deficit between the two teams. Pioneers only needing 3 to win the game. And an excellent serve there by Annie Mansfield. That ball just floated and sank right down. No one even had a chance being anywhere near it. We're right back with you after this timeout break.
The Tusculum experience is 20 sports, 1 team, striving for excellence. The Tusculum experience offers state-of-the-art facilities for practice and game days. If you seek a championship atmosphere, the Tusculum experience is for you. Visit online through TusculumPioneers.com. Call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Number 14, Annie Mansfield now serving. Will be passed by Schluger, set by Murphy, dumped actually. On the other side of the court, and Annie Mansfield will watch that ball hit the ground right in front of her. Number 6, Aubrey Hawkins coming in the game now. Number 15, Kaylee Dempster, joining her team on the sidelines. Shannon Murphy, good serve. Annie Mansfield couldn't pass it up. Now game point, 14-9 for Pioneers. Seems like Murphy's always serving in these times. Outside set. Pass by Schluger. Aubrey Hawkins going up for the hit. Ball given to Bourne. Hit into the net. Carol Overholt serving now. The score 11-14. Really could be anybody's game at this point. As Bourne hits it into the block. Free ball given to the Cobras. Right side attack. Blocked by Pioneers, and Pioneers take the win for this game. It's been taken best out of 5. It's been taken to the 5th match. Pioneers win 15-11. We thank you for joining us today. And our next game is October the 3rd against King. And that is a home game as well. That's at 7 o'clock p.m. We welcome you to join us for that as well. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you.